some late night 2K.
Hey, yo, my man, I got next.
Be something good. 1500 VC. Alright, I'll take it.
Chris, what's up?
MP in the house. Let's get to work. It's time to grind. You up for a scrimmage?
You know I'm down. Up, mismatch! Stay on him! I got you! Take that! Yeah, man. Good take. You got him. Grab that ball. You garbage. You can't even make a layup. Don't blame it on that win. Hey, yo. Right here. Hey, come around. Oh, and you were on me? I got him. Whose bad is that? Shut up! Hey, what's the count? Pick up right, baby. Hey! Go over! Help him out! You want it? Try to come get it. Oh, where's the foul? That's fine. You got to be kidding me.
Oh.
Check it. Ball coming! Get mine! Don't let him shoot that! Go over there! Get the rebound! Yeah, you can't shoot. That's not your range, man. Come back in here. What's up with that? Baby?
Very late.
You can't range. Whoa. You can't shoot. Where you shoot that ball at?
Don't worry about it, keep shooting that!
Help him out! let's go. Move around. Hey, right here, right here.
You got him! Get on it!
Ball, 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 ball.
Watch out! Watch out!
Ten up. Check. Hey, back door, back door. Hey, man, help him out.
It's all over that shit.
Hey, yo, 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 right here. Who's watching him? Get bored! Get bored! Yikes! Whoa. You missed badly. Try to guard me. You nothing. I'm a beast out here. Stay there, stay there. Yo, help, help. Yo, watch him.
Get there! Get there! Ball, 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 ball!
Hey, oh, you just need to stay home and play 2K, yo. Yeah, that's how I do it. Cooking. No shot. Oh, hey, that's a -1 with that miss. Hey, come around, come around. No. Put it back up. 16-12. Yo, check rock.
Hey, 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 hey! Ball, ball! You got him! Over!
Tee up on him, man. How many is that?
Hey! Hey, good luck!
Shut up! Oh, you should subtract points for that one. Yo, you need to practice on your shooting. Oh, you just got shook. That's a foul.
Don't let him shoot that!
Don't blame it on that win. Hey, yo, 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 right here.
Get through, get through!
Back door. Oh, look out. Hey, let's go. Move around. hit that. Yo, look at the clock, B. Hey, clock man. Hey. Help him, mismatch. Hey, yo, come on. Get through that. Yeah, you can't shoot. That's not your range, man. Come back in here. Oh, your ankles just got broke.
Man, you are a beast out there today.
Mama, there goes that man. MP, you're about to go off.
Alright, let's do it, boys. Keep this win streak alive.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition.
Let's get it.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lauri Markkanen.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues
Should be
to be
starting,
the case.
but for some
So
reason,
the next starting
Collins has
five.
a better overall.
Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton.
Good.
Russell is out there with Thomas, and it's Martin in at the small forward. And for the Jazz, the guard pair, it's George and Sexton. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's Haynes in at the 3 spot. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
And the Jazz start out with the ball. Here's Sexton. Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix.
Let's go, Sexton.
And the layup's good off the glass.
And someone like Sexton, well, all scorers really, they have to get points around the hoop.
Russell passes to Johnson. And Thomas, the 3. Kessler with the rebound. Here's Money. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Collins. Over Thomas. Shot by Collins, no good. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there. And I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Pass to Claxton. Bounce pass, Russell. Inside. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Outside Thomas. Now Claxton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And Russell gets it to go.
Right. A quick-minded player. Russell can adapt to defenses and put the ball through the hoop.
George dishes to Sexton. And it's Kessler, top of the key. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Another shot, and it's good on the way up. Kessler's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, you want Kessler involved in the offense. That's the kind of shot you're looking for.
Outside Thomas. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. That gives them the lead.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Utah trailing here. And here's George. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Walker Kessler.
Damn.
The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Russell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Outside Thomas. Sexton grabs the board. So it's Utah now. They trail by 1. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Utah with the ball.
Right, I gotta do something
following
here.
The bucket by the Nets.
I want to get down too big.
Sexton with it. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. From deep three-point territory. The rebound by the Nets.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check
this
shots.
is getting ugly.
And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's Sexton after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Collins, a screen on Thomas. Lobbed up there for Collins. Up high and stuffed the alley-oop.
Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
And the Nets with possession here.
Gotta get ahead.
After the made shot from John Collins.
Yo, Teflon, what's going on, dude? Thanks for the dono. Much love,
inside.
dude.
He's
getting some late night 2K
in.
in.
Shot's good from Claxton.
And a nice job here early.
Appreciate you, dude. Hope all is well.
Presence.
Now, here's Sexton. Collins, a screen on Russell.
That's the third donation this week. Channel's
Russell
doing pretty
George.
good.
There's the pick. Fires from deep. It's good from long range.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Outside Thomas. Back to Russell. Claxton, a screen on George. Russell against George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets
It's a grind at first, honestly, dude.
Playoff series.
I don't know, like, if you, you said you explored, so I'm assuming you played
Durant, Kyrie,
MyCareer.
Harden. I could name
It's
more.
really
the Nets
difficult,
just
even on the
haven't
lower
been able to
difficulties,
put it
I'm
together.
assuming.
The Nets making a switch here. Melton's checked in.
I'm playing on All-Star, and it was tough. My team sucked
Sexton knows
at first.
He has what it takes to score
We
from
just went positive for the
Thomas.
first time. Nice, got a steal.
And Sexton has
Shoot
it in
that
the corner.
shit.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Nets with the lead. Melton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Thomas. Just
Where you
5
going,
on the
Thomas?
clock. Now Claxton. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists in the game.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Haynes. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Yeah, I haven't got 25 yet. I'll have to look into it. There's a couple other games I got on the list that I want to buy.
Has been their rebounder.
Yeah, and they have some size.
Would definitely like to get back into golfing now. We had a blast with that before.
You better be ready to put a body on somebody.
And that's a foul.
I don't know what the price is on it right now.
That is his first foul of the game for the Jazz. Clarkson, he's checked in for Sexton. And it's Collier in for George. Russell passes to Claxton.
You Tony Hawk,
Here's
huh?
Thomas.
Haven't really seen anything about that.
And drops.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him.
I remember
He's
playing
just
the old
too
ones,
talented
though.
Offensively.
American Wasteland was amazing. That was one of my favorites
Here's Collier.
back in the day.
And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Dump that shit.
Throws
Let's
it
go.
down.
So good to see Markkanen using force on his finish.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Knocked loose. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. They now take the lead.
Yes, let's go.
Money's got 5 now.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Bounce pass, Russell. Here's Thomas. Markkanen pulls it in.
Massive 3 and 4. That's cool, dude. I haven't even seen anything about that, to be honest.
Haynes passes to Collier. Here's Money. Clarkson outside. Clock at 4. Here's the screen. Drains it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Right side, Thomas. A slam dunk by Thomas.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Here's Collier, still without a basket. Releases from 15. Again, Thomas missing.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Nice.
And the Nets with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Suns gave them a big boost. He scored 10 points, and along with that scoring, he brought some defensive intensity as well. And he was tremendous again. He is playing as well as anybody in the league. He is a must-watch. And we're on the call tonight, guys.
Thanks, David. He took command, and Greg really led the fight for his team.
You like someone who's willing to take control. But then again, tonight could turn out to be a different story.
Yeah, so now the question is, can he do it again? Playing like that consistently is not easy.
Now, here's Clarkson. He had 10 points in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. Down low, here's Collier.
Don't shoot that.
Nice D from Russell.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Thomas, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
2 fouls on both our
Thomas
centers already. That's not good at all.
In the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And they're taking me out. Fuck. All right, let's go Clarkson. Nice, getting the lead up. I like that.
Utah ends up going with the new group. The Nets also changing it up. Brownie's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Thomas. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, George. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
That was going to be a dunk, too.
Hey, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. And it's Haynes in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Jazz leading by 7. To the inside. And a beautiful feed.
Let's go.
That's just a great pass.
Give me that.
Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
George against Melton. Here's the floater. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that.
You too, bro. Appreciate you stopping in.
Just take the
much love, dude.
To score.
And the basket by Money.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders.
Thanks for the donation.
With their work down low.
Really appreciate you.
Melton against George.
Shit.
Martin wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside. Martin's got 6 points.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Sexton the pass to Haynes. 5 on the clock. Kessler, a screen on Martin. To the paint. And Kessler throws it down.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Here's Watford. No scoring in this one. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Johnson. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
George passes to Haynes. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Left side, George. Pass to Sexton. Driving the lane. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Yeah.
Now Johnson. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Denver. To the middle. And Claxton throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And here's George. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Money, no good.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Johnson in the corner. Pass to Claxton. On the wing, Melton. Defended by George. Johnson for 3. Sexton grabs the board. Sexton's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint, here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
George scores in so many ways. That time he draws contact, but his focus doesn't waver.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And also, how about how disruptive they've been on defense? Not allowing the opposition to get comfortable and also being able to create a lot of steals as well. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Back to Sexton. Another miss by Utah.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's Russell missing.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Shit.
Haynes passes to George. Here's Money. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Money's got the lead up to 13 now for the Jazz. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's George finishing it off.
Killing him.
Well, that's what you want from George. He's most effective when he's attacking the rim.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Well, when you can build your lead with the second unit on the floor, that makes the game a heck of a lot easier.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz. And a change for the Nets. Martin's checked in. Pass to Collins. Collins setting the pick for Sexton. Buries it down low.
Yes.
Sexton's got his third basket of the night right there.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Haynes passes to Collins. And finish off by Collins.
Using his size inside.
Around good
Collins refusing to settle for the layup and elects the dunk instead.
Russell with it. 5 points in the game. Down low. Here's Thomas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Collins.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Utah leading by 14. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Money. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are.
Damn, taking me out again? All right.
So it's Utah in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We've got more in store for you right after this.
I don't want to watch your trampoline dunks.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year.
As a resident dunk contest expert, I can tell you, these are the names you want in the dunk contest, guys. Don't come at me with who isn't making the cut, because this group is all you need.
Geez, I guess we can call it right now. The Jet has spoken. And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Utah Jazz.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half.
Yeah,
they were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
Not many rebounds, though.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
5 steals, 4 blocks, 19 assists. Let's go. Killing them on the boards, too, +6.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Cam Thomas is out there with Russell. And it's Martin in at the 3. Jazz leading by 14. Now, here's Sexton. From deep, George. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Let's go.
Sexton's got his 4th assist in this one. And for the Nets, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
Here's Thomas. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. And the rejection by Collins.
Well, Collins is a capable defender, especially when he gets the positioning he needs to block shots. Yeah, don't let his 6'3" height fool you. Sexton loves rising up and dropping the hammer.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. George against Russell. Outside, Martin. Martin with the screen for Thomas. Back to Martin. And he can't bank that one in. Utah leading by 17. Here's Money. 15 points in the game. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. Haynes passes to George. Over Russell. George, no good. Nets trail by 17. Russell high post. He's got 13. Off target from three-point range. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. To the inside. Claxton with the steal.
Oh, come on, dude.
Outside, Martin. Outside, Thomas. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Thomas got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Ball's knocked loose. Misses off the right iron. Nets trail by 17.
Let's go.
Outside Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. And a miss there on the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
George against Martin. Now George. 13 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Collins. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Collins has got 6 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
From deep, Thomas. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Thomas got 22.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
Here's Money, covered by Martin. Haynes passes to Collins. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 9 points in the game so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Back to Martin. Utah with the rebound. Here's Money. 17 points in the game.
Hey, yo, right here.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. They double him with Russell. Outside for George. Here's Money, covered by Martin. Out to the wing. Here's Haynes, driving to the basket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Jazz.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And Utah making a change here. Hendricks is checked in.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And he gets it back. Here's Money. 19 points in the game. Hendricks, good.
Yes.
Hendricks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Pass to Money. Sexton kicks to Collins. Now Kessler. Claxton covering. Haynes passes to Kessler. Jazz passing it around. Sexton's shot is good.
Well, there's the sleight of hand by Sexton, launching quickly.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will be the 3rd of the 6-game road trip. And the first timeout called of the game for...
People will take me out.
Jazz leading by 22. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's Haynes in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Tipped away. Outside for George. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Watford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Johnson. So, Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
Utah leading by 20. Outside, George. Pass to Money. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Money's got 21 in the game.
Well, this is something George does a good job of, creating chances for others to score.
Johnson, the pass to Melton. Wilson with it. Johnson outside. And here's Melton. Puts up a deep 3. Collins grabs the miss. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. He lobs it up, and Kessler throws it down.
Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Clowney. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And they pick up 2.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Jazz leading by 22. George looking over the floor. Here's Haynes. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
5 to shoot. George against Melton. A three-pointer is right on target.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Johnson with it. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Down low, here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
The Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
It's a bad day when Kessler's scoring over 10.
Melton finds Johnson from deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Outside, Sexton. Kessler setting the pick for Sexton. To the inside. And Kessler throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. To the middle. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
George passes to Haynes. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
They set the pick. Melton against George. Spins. Melton kicks to Wilson. And here's Johnson outside. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Haynes passes to George. Outside Collins. Utah moving it around. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. Pass to Melton. And here is Johnson, defended by George. Watford passes to Johnson. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Melton against George. Now Kessler over Johnson. Kessler, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position. You could see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Melton from downtown. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Sexton. Jazz leading by 22.
Sorry, they're taking all the starters out but me.
And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
And that one good from Clarkson.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Claxton. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Oh, good.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Russell. Here's Haynes. Takes it inside. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
On the wing, Johnson. And Thomas has it in the corner. Johnson sends the screen for Thomas to end the cold streak. And the layup is good. Thomas got 14 points now in the second half.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Haynes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Well, this is why you watch the floor at all times. The best shot can appear in the middle of your own. Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense click.
Russell kicks to Thomas. Pass to Martin. Outside for Thomas. And it comes off the front of the rim. Utah has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And he makes the first.
Oh, good. They took me out. Finally. It's ball game. We fucking killed them. Love it.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing.
Great win tonight, MP. Not even Shaq could dominate a game on offense like that. Get ready to rumble, young blood.
Trash jerseys. Subway ones.
AMP, it's your world. We just live in it.
Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jordan Clarkson.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Here are the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for the Jazz, Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Keontae George out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Money in at the 3. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And so off the tip, it's Charlotte. Here's Okogie. Back to Ball. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Hey, the mid-range can be touch and go for Ball, but he takes a nice, smooth shot that time.
Pass to Money. That's tipped.
Shit.
Here's Okogie.
Sexton injured.
And the call will be against John Collins. That's his first foul of the game.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
Abby, what's going on?
Shot from the inbound. Pass to Okogie. Takes a 3. Sinks the tray.
Appreciate you stopping by.
I tell you, Okogie continues to refine his shooting motion. It's got to be seamless and smooth on that particular shot.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The recent years have been a bit of a struggle for the Hornets, Clark.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, they've dealt with injuries that have really been problematic and roster changes as well. I mean, very much a team in transition, trying to figure out who they are and what they can be. And it's hard to get things clicking when you're having changes in your roster compounded by injuries as well.
Utah making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. George passes to Money.
Yeah, I was just chilling watching
6 on the
TV
shot
a
clock.
little while ago.
Here's George.
Cashes it in from 11 feet. And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Throws it up high.
Channel, so.
It's tipped. Stolen by Kessler. Money. Pass to Clarkson. Shoots over Bridges.
Well, I need to.
And it's Clarkson missing.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
Don't get me wrong, the
Bridges against
ability
Clarkson.
to get donations
passes
are good
to Ball.
in the memberships, but if I can make passive income on
With the
advertisements,
teardrop.
that'll be even better.
It's rebounded by George. And there's the drive. They get the rebound. Money. Oh, Nurkic with the block.
Showing off the timing and awareness defensively. Better think twice before challenging Nurkic.
Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. And as we head deeper into January, let's glance over the power rankings and see where we're at. You take a look at the Suns. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for the Jazz, they're doing exactly what they expected. Took some time to develop the chemistry, but now they're playing great basketball.
The Jazz have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. George passes to Clarkson.
I appreciate you. Thanks for the share. Every
6 to
little
shoot.
bit helps.
And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Miller on the wing. Back to Bridges. Pass to Okogie. The 3-ball. Kessler with a rebound. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Money. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game. Got a piece of it.
Oh, no. Another turnover. Damn.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Ball passes to Okogie. To the inside. To win the cold spell. And the basket by Bridges.
Bridges, in some ways, to me, is a throwback player. He's a 6'6" forward and does a little bit of banging down low. Actually, a lot of banging down low.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And with just about half the season in the books, checking in on the top rookies, starting to establish themselves as legit NBA talent. Right in the thick of this season, he is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
Hornets leading by 4. Pass to Okogie. Now here's Miller. Bridges left side. Back to Miller. Nails it from beyond the arc.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Money. It's good. Money's got his second basket on the night. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Now here's Clarkson. 17 points in his last outing. Kessler a screen. The 3. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Leading by 5. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
They split the 2 games they played last year. Both teams really struggled to find wins throughout the season.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left if the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Now here's George. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Clock at 6. Here's Markkanen. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And Markkanen is low down inside close to the bucket. When he's got nice positioning, he's really comfortable inside.
Ball passes to Nurkic. And here's Miller for 3. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Money. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Hornets with a lead. And here's Ball, an important scorer for this team, averaging around 25.5 a game. Releases. Markkanen misses. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's Miller. Takes the 12-footer and hits it. Miller's got 5 points.
Looking quite comfy from the mid-range. I like seeing Miller look to score from here.
George passes to Kessler. Pass to Money. Miller against Clarkson. It's not going to go for him. Nurkic with some nice D. Charlotte leading by 3. And the ball out of play. The Jazz will have it. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard and see the small forwards who have been picking the most pockets this season. Well, you look at Okogie, active hands. He's second in the NBA in steals.
And if you're an opposing small forward, this might also double as a list of the most irritating players in the league. Because when you tackle them head-to-head, it's on.
They are an elite group of defenders. I mean, they don't just make it difficult for opposing small forwards. They pester entire teams with their activity, jumping in the passing lanes, being active with their hands and feet. Very impressive defensively.
Here's Collier. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. He nails it, and we're tied.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Sick.
Miller outside. Pass to Man. Inside. Nurkic's shot is good. And the Hornets lead by 2.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
Here's Collier, guarded by Miller. Here's Filipowski. Here's Money, taking command on offense when they need him, putting up 21 a game. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Man with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
Injuries.
Pass to Okogie. Now Nurkic. Back to Okogie. There's a screen by Nurkic. Okogie, the pass to Nurkic. Outside man. Just 4 to shoot. The 3 is up. Rebounded by the Jazz. Money's got 4 rebounds in the game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Nets put on a show. He contributed 31 points, and not only was he terrific offensively, he also made an impact on defense. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
George, a screen on Bridges. Here's Sensabaugh. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
Hendricks has checked in for Utah. Green, a screen. Pass to Bridges. Puts up a 3. Fires in the triple. Bridges has got 7 points in the game.
Well, you can see the work being put in on that particular shot for Bridges, and his confidence as a result is continuing to grow.
With the 7-footer, here's Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Green covering. Fires for three. Collier, no good. Charlotte has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Good on the shot. And it's a 3-point Charlotte lead.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
There's a screen. Pass to Money. Here's Collier. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Collier's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Here's Smith. Outside for Green. From deep.
Another one.
Bridges outside. Pass to Diabate. Now Bridges. 9 points in the game. Off the mark there with a 3. Utah trailing here. Here's Money. From behind the arc. Connects from downtown. He's got 7.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Smith. And he gets it to go.
Tough make by Smith inside. He had to work around their physicality.
Utah has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Sensabaugh, averaging around 5 points a game. Fires the 3. No good that time. Tie game here in Utah. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Yeah, I actually just noticed it this afternoon. I meant to reply to you, and then I got busy.
Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. What stands out to you from Utah in this one?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And so in the game for the Hornets, we've got Ball. He's out there with Trey Mann. And it's Diabate in at center. Who poked away. It's stolen by Clarkson. To the paint. And Collins with the slam.
Yeah, just a nice show of force by Collins, taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
Ball taking his time here. Pass to Smith. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises.
I mean, you're pretty much family at this point. I feel obligated to reply to it. So I don't ever want you to think I'm ignoring you. I do that to my closest friends too. I'm just bad about it. I'll see their message and, oh yeah, I'll send them a reply, and then 3 weeks goes by, and I'm like, oh shit,
Bridges
I'm a terrible person. I never responded.
Checked in for Smith, and Miller subbed in for Ball. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh.
I will definitely get to it.
Here's Collier. Launches a 3. Goes back up. Money. Pass to Filipowski. Now here's Martin. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Mann. It's Bridges on the wing. He's guarded by Martin. It's good. Bridges has got 11 points.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact
I didn't
there.
figure you were.
His
You don't seem
mechanics
like
are
one who's
strong, as is
easily
his body.
offended. So.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. He's got 5. Three-pointer. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
I appreciate
you being here. Not a bunch of energy
so.
from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
I want to say you've been part of the channel for close
Bridges
to 2
outside.
years or more now.
The 3. Up again. Miller outside. Lets the 3 fly. Sends it home from three-point land. Give him 8 points now.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Down low. Here's Money. And he jams it home with authority.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Utah leading by 9. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to man. And here's Miller. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Here's Money. He's got 9. Launches it. Gets the 3 to fall. And now it's a 12-point Utah lead.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Hornets trail by 11. 1:24 left to play in the second quarter. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Bridges has got 14.
Defense having really no effect on Bridges. He just keeps producing with no sign of slowing down.
Been one of my biggest supporters since I started doing this.
Here's Sensabaugh. To the wing, right side. For 3, Collier. No luck on that one. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Lucky that
here's
I've met
man.
a lot of you guys
After the basket by Utah. 27 seconds left in the second quarter.
Showing support to the same people that do it back.
Bridges down low. He's got 14. Shoots a fadeaway. Count that one.
It's been a blast over the last
7
few
points
years.
For the quarter.
It was really slow
and credit
going
his teammates for feeding him all quarter. And they can run out the clock here.
With the right
no need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Okogie on the wing. Shoots over Filipowski. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Jazz up 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for being with us. First off,
That's
how
the great
about we
thing
start
about this
with an
app,
update
too. It
on
doesn't
the
really take
All-Star
much
voting?
to help people out. One click of the share button.
Can't tell too much from early numbers,
You're
but the All-Star picture may be
all
coming
different kinds
into
of
focus a
communities,
little.
'cause
I'm
who
definitely
knows,
not
there's
surprised by
probably
these
all kinds
names.
of small,
Yeah, because it's just a popularity
really
contest
like
right now, and
connected
they haven't been
communities
playing
like
for long.
us too. So.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Charlotte Hornets.
I like
They're
seeing
getting
the same
cooked
faces
from long
from
distance.
channel to
Defensively,
channel.
they have to do a better job of closing out.
Got some great
Yeah,
personalities
especially these
through
days.
here.
It's not enough to protect the paint. Got to patrol the ARC as well.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
There's people I met on here that'll be lifelong friends, even if I ever decide to stop
And
doing
if you
this.
just join it in, one half
Which
is in the
I
books.
don't see
one half
myself
to go.
ever doing, 'cause
well, you look
I'm
at
a
Miles
gamer at
Bridges.
heart.
Man, has he been playing well?
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
George out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Filipowski. Then there's John Collins. And it's Money in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Will Hardy.
Of course we do. We're a big, happy, dysfunctional
and
family
Nurkic
here.
with the block. Miller against Clarkson. A little mid-range shot is up. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Miller's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you.
Mesmerizing and stupefying the defense. Clarkson carves out space from mid-range.
Ball passes to Nurkic. Miller outside. Pass to Ball. Utah grabs the miss.
Ain't that the truth?
When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Hornets trail by 8, and right away, Brandon Miller showed that he was a star in the making, Grant.
Yeah, he's a 3-level scorer, B.A. He's very fluid as a player, and he makes the game look so easy. And he hasn't even grown into his body yet. Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Money. Pass to Clarkson. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Money. Back to Collins. Got a piece of it.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
Utah making a switch here. Kessler's checked in. The Hornets have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Miller with it. Bridges, a screen on Clarkson. Fires from the wing. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. And now it's just a 4-point Utah lead.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
George outside.
I enjoy that too. That's my favorite part of it.
Ball with the rebound.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only one for 5 here in the third quarter.
Hey, this mix of agility, instinct, athleticism, Ball able to drive right in for the big throwdown.
Here's Money. And the layup is good off the glass. Money's got 11 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Okogie. Miller outside. This one for 3. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now here's George. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game.
Maybe one person watch me. Come along
for Charlotte, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Okogie. Pass to George. Finished off the break. George has gotten his second bucket on the night. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition.
Yeah, I love the
just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that
board.
Like
the dynamic duo. Pretty much whenever I see him pop into the stream, I don't expect you to be far behind.
To Kessler. Here's Clarkson. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds now.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And they get it back.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
Money, pass to George. Here's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Pass to Okogie. Utah grabs the miss. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Well, with the Hornets, they're still seeking their first NBA title, Clark.
Yep, and you think about all the talent that's come through the Queen City, BA. Playoff success has eluded them. I mean, hopefully it's just a matter of time before their fans have something to cheer about.
Man, he's checked in for Okogie. Miller outside. Pass to man. Now Nurkic. Bridges with it. It's guarded by Markkanen. Clark, you look at the scoring ability of Miles Bridges. Most nights he feels like he has an advantage.
And I would agree with that. When you think about defenders trying to slow down Miles Bridges, most guys are either too slow or not strong enough to deal with it. As a result, he's able to make it tough for just about anybody who guards it.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Money. Going inside. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. 8-point game. Nurkic with the ball. Nurkic a screen on Markkanen. Bridges passes to Nurkic. Kessler with a rebound. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Pass to Markkanen. Ooh, Markkanen powers through the contact inside.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside man. Right wing. Here's Nurkic. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Here's Money. He's guarded by man. Kessler a screen. Money. Pass to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Now here's Miller. 17 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Hits the target from 18 feet. Miller's got 19 points.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Kessler passes to Money. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but To answer your question, B.A., you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Hornets trail by 10. And Miller the bucket on the assist by Ball. Miller's got 13 in the second half.
Things started to click for him in the second half. You can tell the focus and the intent is all there. And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Now here's Ball for three. Bridges. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Collier. Here's Money. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. 19 points in the game.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And Ball gets it to go.
He'll do that for you, too. Ball can go mid-range if he needs to.
Here's Collier. Give him 8. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Now Markkanen lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 11. Here's Bridges. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Money. 19 points in the game. Pass to Collier. Markkanen outside. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Nurkic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Bridges passes to Ball. And here's Nurkic for 3. Counted from distance. Nurkic has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, when Nurkic is healthy, he's a difference maker for his team.
To the middle. Here's Money. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
I haven't been posting shorts, to be honest with you. I've just been focusing on the streams because I'm trying to get the watch hours up.
He gets a clean look.
Because I don't want to be posting shorts that are going to pop for a lot of views
without by Charles Lee. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
They don't really help the channel. You know what I mean?
Filipowski, he's checked in for Kessler. And with the All-Star game coming up, let's check in on the standings in the East.
Of our old Red Dead streams.
You take a look at the Hornets.
Been tagging me in a
it's
bunch
been a
of
rough
them,
season for them. They're at the bottom of their conference.
In a few of them. He posted one of me where I'm high as a kite, and I was trying to find my hat. I don't know if you saw that.
Pass to Diabate. Now Bridges. It's guarded by Markkanen.
I still have a bug.
They get a hand on it.
Where,
and now the Jazz on the run in transition.
I'm not able to comment
and the
on
basket
a lot
is good.
of people's shorts. So.
And now it's an 11-point Utah lead.
I don't know what the deal with that is.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter.
And it's
Smith passes to Bridges.
The channels I watch the most that I'm not able to comment on for some reason. So
1:02 left in the third quarter.
It's weird.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Smith from downtown. It's hauled in by Collier. Utah leading by 11. Money. Pass to Filipowski. Bridges on the double.
Wrong button.
Let's go with a 3.
Maybe not.
Hendricks, no good. Well, the Hornets shooting 45% here in the second half. Bridges with it. The 3 is up. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Money. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The shorts are the best way to grow the channel as far as new subscribers go. But
let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
I've already hit that 1,000 threshold for subscribers.
Finished off
and
the
it
break.
Seems like I got
Smith's got his second
pretty decent viewer base now.
That'll definitely steal away some momentum, stripping them of the ball and then grabbing the ball.
It used to be rough for views.
And we've reached the end of the
live
third.
Streams, but
Utah
just about every single time I
8.
stream
Don't
now,
go anywhere.
I'm
The
at
final
least
quarter
30
is
views
coming
per
up
stream,
next on 2K Sports.
I have people that are consistently watching it after the fact, like after the stream
And a worthy
ended.
candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just shredding the defense with
that Red Dead stream.
Zero chance to stop
with
that.
Rocky.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Now? Yeah, 65
With 3 quarters
views.
behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds
so I'm
in
pretty
store.
much doubling my
on the floor
views
for
from the time
Charlotte.
that I cut
Green
the
out there
stream
with
until
Smith.
it finally
Then there's
goes through
LaMelo
the
Ball,
algorithm.
and there's Trey Mann, and it's Diabate
nice.
in at the center position. Utah leading by 8.
Because I never used to get views after the fact.
Here's Money. George outside.
Yeah, it is really good.
From outside the arc. He drops it from range.
Yes.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Left side man, and he drives in, goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. Utah shooting a nice 50% for the game. Here's Money. He's guarded by Man. Here's Money. Pass to George. Collins outside. Here's Sensabaugh. Over Smith. Sensabaugh, no good. Ball against George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on.
I'm going to have to look at the injuries after this game because we got 2 starters out by the looks of it. I don't like this. I really don't like this. Come on, put me back in. What are you doing? What are you doing? Put me back in. Why am I out? Okay.
Teams will make substitutions. Hornets trail by 8.
I don't know why they would take me out at that time. Shit.
A minute 15 left in the fourth. Nurkic a screen on George. George against Ball. Ball in the paint.
I see you, LaMelo, because if you want to be a star, you better continue to knock those down.
Clarkson outside. There's 48 seconds left in the game.
Nice.
Count it. Good.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big. I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Timeout call. The Hornets. They're trailing by 8. .46 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Ball passes to Miller. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Miller's got 34.
How about Miller rising to the occasion? Talk about coming up clutch. Big time. So good at getting to a spot and then cashing in, making
really
the
good on
game
your
look
videos,
easy.
but I'm not surprised where you support so many people either.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ball. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
Hendricks is checked in for Utah. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
And you hate to have a player foul out, but their depth could be an asset here, helping them weather his absence.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. They're behind by 7. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Miller, the pass to Nurkic. Outside man. There's the triple. There's the three. Clarkson grabs a miss.
That's game. Let's go. Another W. 21-18.
And so it's Utah with the W. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And BA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Yeah, I noticed. I appreciate the shout out, by the way. I'm pretty sure I watched that one and commented on it. I've been slacking on supporting other people's channels lately. I've just been so burnt out because I've been doing a lot more streaming myself. So
that's how we stand on business.
I don't really have much other free time other than when I am streaming. I'm pretty booked throughout the week between work and other stuff I'm doing. Actually, before I take off, I went on vacation last week. I can probably send you some pictures of where I went through the email. I rented a cabin up on Moosehead Lake in Maine, and it was pretty beautiful up there. I really had a good time. I was up there Tuesday night through Thursday morning. Pretty much didn't even leave the property, just drank and enjoyed the water while I was there. Alright, Sabby, I think I'm going to call it a night. It's getting close to 4 a.m. for me, so I'll be pretty beat in the morning if I don't. I'll probably end up sleeping half the day anyway. And it's my last day off, so I prefer not to do that. On the bright side, it is payday, so... I will probably catch you tomorrow if you're around. I'll probably end up doing another stream at some point, because I'm usually not busy on Thursdays. I appreciate you stopping by. It's good talking to you as always. Yeah, of course. Been having a few drinks tonight, so I'm a little more talkative than usual. I will definitely see you around, and I'll try to remember to respond to your email too. Much love, Sabby.